Class 2, in today's lesson we are looking at addition and I've got 3 different sheets here, so I'm just going to go through quickly different ways that you can work these out. Now on this first one, this is the level 1 page and we're looking at missing numbers inside addition. So I'm going to sort of zoom in here. My example question says 4 plus blank equals 12, and what's happened is they've drawn it. So I've got 4 plus blank equals 12. Now this is a good strategy that you can use. So if you know that 4 plus something equals 12, here are your 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle, or a little square actually, around 4 of those. Here are the 4 that I had already. So all the rest are what I must have added to get that 12. So all I need to do is now count what's left on the outside. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my missing number must be 8. 4 plus 8 equals 12. So for each of these questions, I would recommend that you draw it. So let's have a look at question 1 before we move on. 2 plus blank equals 13. So over here, I'm just going to draw it. 2 plus blank equals, what was it? 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've got 2 plus something. So here are the 2 that I had, and I've added all these others to get to 13 altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my blank must be 11, just there. So if you're completing this page, I would like you to try and use this same technique. Okay, turn this around. Right, on this next page, I've got number lines. Now I'd like you to use these number lines and draw the jumps. So like in this example up here, if I've got 14 plus 5, I'm going to start by putting my pen on 14 and I'm going to jump along 5 times because that's what I'm adding. Now this is shown in one big jump, but I would do 5 small jumps. It's much easier. So from 14, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've added 5 and I've reached the number 19. So if I look at the next example, 10 plus 7. So I'm going to start with my pen on 10 and I'm going to do 7 small jumps to see where I end up. So let's do them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps. And I have ended up on number 17. So 10 plus 7 is going to equal 17. And I can do the same for all of these ones. I start on one number and I'm going to add the other by drawing the jumps. So one more example, 10 plus 5. Again, I start on 10. How many small jumps am I going to do this time? Well done if you've said 5. So I'm going to do 5 small jumps like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I end up on 15. Now I've done 2 of them for you, so hopefully the rest of the page will be really super easy. And then for the level 3 challenge, we're looking at slightly bigger numbers, but what we're looking at here is how adding and taking away are best friends. We know that add doesn't really go anywhere without its best friend, the take away sign. So we're going to do things slightly different here. I've got 4 plus blank equals 30. Okay, now because add and take away are best friends, what I also know is I can switch this sum around. So I could take this number here, and if I do 30, take away the 4, then I will get that other blank number. Okay, so here we've got the jumps. We've started at 30 and we've taken away the 4 by doing 4 jumps. So let's show it with my red pen just so it's very, very clear. From 30, I'm going to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that I've landed on 26. So 4 plus 26 equals 30. Now I'm going to choose a different one of these. It's not going to get in the way. Let's have a look at this one. I'm going to do this one here, question 4. So I've got 5 plus blank equals 17. Now I also know from that if I take my biggest number, I can go 17, take away 5 is going to equal that blank space. Okay, so let's find 17. Here's 17 and I'm taking away 5. Okay, so I'm using these numbers that I already had, but I'm switching them round. Okay, so 17 take away 5. Let's count back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've landed on 12. So my answer is going to be 12. Now let's do one more of those. Let me find a nice high one. I'm going to do question 14. So my sum is 47. So I'm going to start with my sum. 47, take away this 4 that I had, is going to end up leaving me with this blank number, because that number and that number can be added together to get the sum. So here I am. I'm going to do 47, take away 4. So here's my 47. Let's go back 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I end up on 43. Now, it's really clear to see with my red pen, but I would advise you to do this with a pencil, because as you go through and you work these out, you might need to rub out some of your workings out. Or you could draw yourself a new number line if it helps you, because after you've done quite a few, when they overlap, it might get a little bit confusing. Okay, now I'm really looking forward to seeing how you get on with all of these activities, and I would like you to try and use the techniques that I've shown you in this video to work them out and see which strategy works best for you, because it's all about finding the way that you find the easiest. Poor luck!